Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with some news for you guys. Yeah, finally coming back to news. This is actually a really interesting one, and I kind of think this is a conversation that should be approached in the most sensitive way possible, because it does involve, obviously, laws that could be being broken. And this is kind of a thing that the anime community, it's a very big gray area. A lot of people don't understand copyrights, and a lot of people don't care for copyrights. I think everyone and anyone who has been in the anime manga community at some point broke copyrights, either by accident or on purpose. So now the cosplayers, which is a pretty big community of the anime and manga community, are now being targeted by the Japanese government. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing? We'll talk about it in this video. Before anything, guys, if you have not done so by now, subscribe to my channel. There is a giveaway happening. Go check all that out in my channel. You guys can always follow me on social media and send me news articles that you want me to talk about and discuss here in this channel. Okay, for today, Japanese government are looking into new copyright regulations for cosplay. So, for the moment, there's not really any copyright per se laws, and that can be both a good or a bad thing. And the article itself tells us, oh, press the wrong button, tells us there a little bit of what's going on, right? The new rules are to regulate copyright disputes between cosplayers and IP owners. So essentially, is we're having so many disputes, or the Japanese government is having a lot of disputes between cosplayers and these copyright owners, right? Who is in the right? And sometimes they side in one side or the other. And essentially, this is how it works. If you are a cosplayer, let's say you want to dress up like your favorite character of an anime and you post a picture, that's fine. You bought the products or you made the product yourself, that's fine. You know, you're in a way promoting the anime, so it does well for the anime. What goes into this kind of gray area that the government is kind of trying to figure out what this whole thing should look like is when someone posts a picture, and let's say you are a very attractive person and you seem to get attention from your pictures, so you decide to start selling your pictures of your cosplays of specific characters, right? It could be whoever it is. That's where it comes to a gray area, because you're making money out of a creation that has a copyright by someone else. So you have these disputes going on in Japan and all over the world as well, and they're trying to figure out, okay, who is in the right, who is in the wrong, and I think in a way that's fair. Like people, I get asked all the time, why don't you just post the whole anime video on your YouTube? Well, I can't do that. That's copyright. I can change the sound a little bit. I can make it faster or slower a little bit. I can put stuff around the video so it won't be detected so well. But eventually, I will be caught and my whole channel will be taken down, because at the end of the day, that's copyright. So you kind of have to understand that, although the rules sometimes might suck, you kind of have to play by the rules, or else there is consequences. And some people, will get the consequences and they're okay with it. But I myself, I would hate to see my channel be taken down because of some copyright dispute. So, anyways, this last paragraph here, and I'm gonna raise it here so you see this girl here. If you don't know who this girl is, this is probably actually, she is the top Japanese cosplayer of Japan, Inako. So if you don't know who she is, look her up. She has pretty good cosplays. But this last paragraph here says the Japanese government is looking at ways regulations could be codified without ruining cosplay culture. Japan's Minister of State Shinji Inoue, who has Cool Japan in his portfolio, was sure that harsh regulations were not a good idea. That totally makes sense, and I'm so glad the government is actually at our side, at least in that point. And that the government is currently talking with copyright holders as well as top Japanese cosplayers to hash out a plan that benefits everyone. Cool Japan ambassador and Japan's top cosplayer Enako, which is there in the picture, is involved with these discussions. So essentially, our little not little our our Japanese Minister of State Shinju Inoue, he actually understands the community in some way or another. He's basically saying, you're gonna put harsh rules. That's not a good idea. They're gonna get mad at you. They're gonna go and attack, the whole idea of the law, and it's gonna end up sour. And that's pretty much true. Like, because then the whole gray area, if laws were passed, the whole next gray area would be, then what is considered cosplay? Because some people will dress similarly to some characters, but not per se cosplay the character. So then that comes to that gray area. And if you wear ears, or if there's a lot of girls that live, and do their Twitch and their YouTube videos like that with ears and stuff like that, that maybe aren't particular to a particular character, but might resemble another character that some people might say, hey, they're breaking copyright laws. Like, if we went to that extreme, the whole cosplay culture would end so fast. And they're trying to avoid that. They're trying to keep both parties benefiting from this pretty big culture that's been growing in the past, I would say, 5 years, with Instagram and with all these other apps coming in that are now massive, with cosplayers like this girl. People, are wanting to make a living out of it, and I don't think that should be a bad thing either. They should also not say you can't make money out of it. So there should be a good middle ground where the copyright holder and the person that's doing the cosplay is able to do that. So for now, they don't have any more proposed amendments or anything like that. So we'll see what the Japanese copyrights and the overseas laws also, because that will also come into play. What all that means and how that's going to affect people here in the U.S. So we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, comment, like, and share. Let me know what your thoughts on this news, and give some love to the channel. Comment on what I should be reviewing and announcing here on this news, segment of the day. Thank you guys, and like always, don't be strangers.